Hello, let's continue to not play any New York Times games due to the New York Times Guild strike, the Tech Guild strike. So today we're going to be playing Conexo, PlusWord, Squardle, Diffle, and Symble. I may throw in some bonus games at the end if this video is too short. Well, not too short, but if there's time. All right, so let's get started. We're starting with Conexo. We've got bench, pool, handrail, lift, studio, mountain, track, and pond, museum, playground, gazebo, ramp, wheelchair, resort, campground, and gym. Huh. Gazebo stuck out to me. It's like an outdoor structure of some kind. Would we put that with playground or provide shelter? Okay, I'm not sure what to do with gazebo. I feel like handrail and ramp are both accessibility things. Maybe a wheelchair could be considered that. A lift, if we're talking about like the British, what the British call elevators, lifts, then that would certainly be something. So I'm going to try wheelchair, handrail, lift, and ramp. Yeah, that was. So accessibility features. That's almost exactly what I said. All right. We've got a mountain. These like vacation-y things, like a mountain, a resort, a campground, a museum, a playground. Playground's not really a resort-y thing. A pool might be. Or vacation-y thing, I should say. Mountain is somewhere you'd go on a vacation. Mountain and pond are natural features. What do I want to do with this? I feel like I have a category here, but I'm not sure which words go in it. So let's hold off on that. We've got, museum is somewhere you could go. Like places you would go when you're on vacation. Like a museum, a resort, a campground. Would it be a pool or a pond? I'm going to try it with pond. No. Let's try it with pool instead. No. Okay, so I'm not quite on the right track. Playground and pool and gym are all like features of like, I don't know, like the Y, right? Places you might go, community centers. What else would be in that? I don't really see a fourth one, which is kind of an issue. Okay. What about track? Actually, a track, yeah, a track might be something you'd find there. So a track, a pool, a playground, and a gym? No. Okay, unfortunate. Gazebo? What does track go with then? And bench. So things I haven't really thought about. Bench, studio, track. I don't know why those would go together. Gazebo also I'm not sure what to do with. Is a gazebo something you would find like on a resort? Like gazebo, campground, pond, resort? No. Yeah, I don't know which of these go together. I'm having a hard time splitting these apart. I feel like gym is an amenity at like a hotel, right? You've got your gym, you've got your pool, hotel amenities. Let's think about that. A playground. See, I want the fourth amenity. I thought maybe track. Did I try that with track? Well, I don't. Now I have. A gazebo. I don't know what the fourth amenity is. Campground. No. Like a studio or like a bench? No. Okay. I'm not on the right track here. Unfortunately, this game doesn't give one away, so. I've never used the hint. I don't know what it does. Maybe I should think about mountain. Are we a fill in the blank like mountain something mountain? Mountain mama. Mountain trail, mountain pass. I don't know what would go with mountain. So a mountain and a pond are both natural features. I don't like see other natural features though, so maybe a campground. It's not, the campgrounds aren't natural, but they're in nature. And like a resort might be in nature. No. Vacation-y things, resort and museum, and I don't know, would mountain be a vacation? Like you go to the mountains on vacation? A campground? Okay. Travel destinations. Okay. That was tough to pull apart. I kind of just brute forced it. Bench and playground and pool and track, or like, we got the pond. Are these watery things? No. I was thinking about pond and pool both being water. Places to rest, like a bench and a gazebo. I don't know, playground and pool. But what's our other, like, what does track could be like a track you run on. It could also be like the track of like a music track, right? I mean, studio makes me think of music as well, but I don't know what else would be music related. Darn, this one's tough. Things you think, structures you'd find outside, like a bench, a playground, a gazebo, and a pool, or a bench, playground, gazebo, and track. I have no clue. Without the one aways, it's really hard to just finish up 2 categories. Gym and playground? Maybe? I don't know. What would studio go with? Like studio apartment? Studio like where you record things? Like a record studio. I wonder what the hint does. I'm gonna hit it. Okay, so pool and gym go together. Is that what the hint's trying to tell me? Pool and gym. Like again, these feel like amenities, right? Like hotel amenities. So what else is a hotel amenity? A playground and a pond. I don't know. A pool, gym, playground, and studio. Pool, gym, playground, gazebo. I feel like I've tried a lot of these. I'm just going to try all 3 of these with everything. Pool, gym, playground, studio. I don't know. I feel like let me get another hint here. So pool, track, and gym. Playground? I tried that with playground. Okay, so they don't go with playground. Do they go with gazebo? What do they go with? Bench? Studio? Workout spaces. The gym? Yeah, you work out at the gym. The pool, the track, studio. Why would you work out at a studio? The problem with this game is it's made by Brazilians. And sometimes they call things something different. Maybe they need American testers. Okay. And then the outdoor features: gazebo, playground, pond, and bench. Okay. See, you don't build a pond though. Yeah, I don't know. These didn't make any sense to me, and that's why I couldn't get them. We're gonna move on to the PlusWord here. Despot's Desire. Power, maybe? Despot already has power, but... Stage Whisper. Oh, Despot's Desire is a play on words, though. So maybe I don't feel power there. Stage Whisper. I don't know. Toxvig, former GBBO presenter. This is an issue in that this is a British reference. Flock of Geese in Flight. Nike's anagram. So we need to anagram Nikes to mean a flock of geese in flight. I don't know, like skying or something. Snike. I have not heard that. Dies down. Okay, maybe I can get some of these downs. No longer fashionable. Like passe. Is that how you spell that? Tennis playing Naomi. I don't know. What comes before dines? Wines and dines. It is power then. Why would that be a question mark? Murphy or Van Halen, for example. I don't know. Horse controls the reins. Wait, it's supposed to be... Oh, yeah, that's the wrong rein. Reins. Okay. Can I get this? Dies down? Ebbs. So it's not wines then. Hold on. Ebbs? Block of geese in flight. We do have the S in the end. We need an IKE. Well, if this is... Wait, how do we spell ebs? Hold on, ebs is 4 letters long. Okay, I actually want wines back. What is this then? Eases? Okay, what's this down? Tennis playing Naomi. I don't know. Stage Whisper? Stage Whisper. I don't know that. I don't know this person. Flock of Geese. So the E goes here. So I feel like it has to be Skein. Skine? Skeen? Murphy or Van Halen? Eddie. Eddie Murphy. Maybe it's Sandy? Oops, Sandy? Stage Whisper. Or... what is a Stage Whisper? I feel like something's wrong here. I'm gonna look up Naomi, tennis player. Osaka. Oh, and a side is a Stage Whisper. I get it. Okay, I think I might have these correct. So we have a D, A, N, K, R. We have all of our letters. Just one. Okay, so I think we got to do like D, R, A, drink. There we go. All right, managed to finish. I had to look up Osaka. I thought Osaka might be it, but I didn't want to like play around with that. Okay, we're going to move on to the Squardle here. We're going to just play the daily. So what we need to do is we need to play a bunch of Wordles at once that overlap in this kind of crossword style grid. So I'm going to just start with stare here. All right, so I'm going to go over what these different colors, symbols mean. It's really not as difficult as it seems. These arrows help remember what these mean. I usually just go off the arrows. So this S is just telling us somewhere in this guess, in horizontally, there is an S, just not where we guessed it. And vertically, there is no S. Otherwise, we would have also arrows pointing up and down, and it would be orange. The red is the opposite. It means vertically, there's an A somewhere, just not where we guessed it. And horizontally, there is no A. The white means, yes, there's a T somewhere in the puzzle, but not in the horizontal or vertical. And if it's black, like this E came up black, then that means there's no E in the puzzle at all. Now, we have to guess where these little arrows on the outer edge are pointing us. So we guess, these two words at once. So first we guess the first words, then the second words, then the third words, and it rotates through them. We don't get to choose which word we're guessing. And the keyboard will update to try to help remind us what information we already know about the current guess we're on. So we know that there's an S or an R in this horizontal word. I don't know that like the chances that we'd have an S or an R here, but maybe I'll try an S here. We also know there's an A vertically here. If I do like SA, then this could point left-right, telling us that it could potentially be an A, or it could not point left-right, in which case that would mean this can't be the A. And that narrows down where the A goes. So I'm thinking about guessing Sandy here. So let's just go for that. All right, so with two Y's pointing like this, and the fact that most words end in Y, it really makes me think there's a Y here. This is not guessing, this is just a notation system. It helps me notate. And you can do a filled circle or an empty circle. I use empty circle for speculation and filled circle for guaranteed. All right, and here's our orange N here. That means there's an N in the horizontal and the vertical, just not where we guessed it. All right, so this last word, we do want to guess the word ending in Y. This could be ending in R. We know it's not ER because there's no E in the word, but we could start with R just to see horizontally whether this is an R. We know this A was white, telling us there's no A after this R. So we could choose another vowel. I don't know why I want rugby, but that just came to mind, so let's just guess it. All right, there's no G in the puzzle. There's a B somewhere. We just don't know where. We confirmed the Y at the end. This means it's correct. That should be pretty obvious. So I'm thinking R second here, just because that's where R's really like to go. I don't think we're following that up with an N. Let's see, we're guessing this first word. So we do need to put an S somewhere as well. So the S is fourth or fifth. I could guess a double S word. And then I don't know, an I or an O in the middle. Like cross, maybe? Okay, well, I found the S. Now we know there's only one S. So just like in Wordle, if you guess 2 of a letter, it'll tell you how many of that letter are actually in the word. This is the same. So because I guessed 2 S's, and this S pointing left, right doesn't have 2 arrows, that tells me that there's only one S. But you only get that info if you include 2 of the letter in your guess. So be careful about that. There could be 2 up until you try to. There is an O horizontally here, and there's an O horizontally here, O vertically here. So I'm thinking the middle letter might be O. It doesn't have to be. O's are pretty common, but we're going to speculate that. So we're going to guess a word with O in the middle. We don't know anything about this vertical word. This vertical word, all we know is there's an O in it. So let's just get all new letters here. Something like, I'm thinking about flown, because we know there's an N in both words, so this might help locate it. And it's all new letters otherwise. All right, so I did find un-N. There's no F or W in the puzzle. Now this count here, this 5, is telling us how many guesses we have left until we lose. But if we get a correct answer, it gives us a bonus guess. So getting correct answers can't move you towards losing. So I'm not too worried about that count right now. We know so the O was not in the middle, but we still know there's an O in both of these words, interestingly. Ending in ON might make sense. This could be like NNY. There's no N in this vertical. Is there like so this isn't an A or a U or an E. It's not an A, E, O, or U. Wait, why not O? I think it could be O, or it could be an I. We haven't tried an I yet. I would guess windy, but there's no W in the puzzle. Actually, there's a lot of letters that aren't in this puzzle. Oh, and there's no D either. Do I want NNY? Or N something else Y? Pinky. I'm going to guess pinky. Oh, there's no P or K. So there is an I, and this is pointing up down. This is a really nice place to have up down because there's only 2 options for it. So there's an I here, or there's an I here. We could try I second here because we do need vowels in this guess. This ends in S. That's unusual. Oh no. What do we think this word is? We know there's a T somewhere in the puzzle. I was thinking 60, but then we have to end a word in X, and that seems tough. I don't know, I'm running out of options for that. There's a B somewhere. Maybe the B goes over here. It's not in these 2 words. I don't think we have plurals in this, but okay. So there's an R somewhere, and we tried it in a lot of places, and it hasn't been placed yet. Okay, actually, this isn't an R because we have these white R's all throughout this word. This can't be R here or here. So we actually know this is R, not T. We know this is R guaranteed. We know there's an O in this word. I don't know where the O goes. It's here or here. There's no A or O or E in this top row. So it's I or U. There might be a B somewhere. If we had B, something R, something S, what would that actually be? Like IS or US? Maybe not a B. I honestly cannot think of this word. I think I'm going to guess Burns. Just get info here. Well, the R and the S are, I mean, they were guaranteed, but that's confirmed. We know this U is forced now, because the U's not here from this yellow, and the U's not here because it's not in this word at all. Look at all those whites. White letters. How does this top word work? Okay, I think this top word is virus. We have this I pointing up, and virus is a word. So this would be something. This is such a messy grid. It's hard. Okay, so I need to guess something here. I'm gonna see, this word has an N and an O in it somewhere. We know the N's not here. Or here, or here. So the N is second or fourth. If the N were second, we'd have to put a vowel before it, I think, like in or un. It wouldn't be a U, so it'd have to be like in something. And then we have an O probably here, because I don't know what SIO something Y would be. I just don't know that that's a word. It could be on something, actually. Oh, no, it can't be, because we can't put an O there. Or the N doesn't... Oh, so if we put the O here, if we put the N here, then this would be the O. We're just kind of out of things to use. What do we do? Like an OU, maybe? OUN what? Can't do D. Can't do G. If we look at the keyboard here, look at all these dark letters can't be used. It's tempting to guess something it can't be, like mound, just to see if I'm on the right track. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Or bound, maybe. Try to find... Oh, we know there's no B vertically here. So there's no B in these two words, and there's no B in these two words. Okay, so I think we might be able to locate the B. Is it in the middle? None of these words. None of these. So it's not on the outside at all. It's in one of these middle ones. But we know it's not these two because of these B's. So the B is in this little triangle here. And we're not doing RB, so it's in one of these two letters. So I'm thinking B might be in the middle. What would that make this? R something B something N? We need vowels. We know there's an O somewhere. Robin. Okay, I'm just going to guess Robin so I actually have a correct thing on the grid. Okay, first correct word. That was good, thinking about where the B went. So now we know the O is probably here in this word because I don't know what SIO would do. Which then forces the N to be here. So it'd be NBO. Interesting. We know there's an L somewhere. I wonder where this L goes. Maybe it's not silly. Yeah, so I don't know about the L being here because what would we put before this L? Because it can't be another L. There's a white L in this row. So if it's not here, I wonder if we start with L here. This isn't an I. It's not an A, E, I, or O, or U. Wait, this is not a vowel at all. Interesting. Is it another N? I need an L somewhere, though. Like annoy? I'm going to guess annoy. Nice. Okay, annoy was the bottom. We're getting there. I'm going to get virus. Okay. Okay. Not playing any games here. Well, I am playing a game, but there's an I in this word. Inbox. Ooh, so it is 60. I was wondering how we'd end in an X. That's exactly how we end in an X. Now I just have to finish 60. Okay. And then this top, the last word here, V something I something A. Voila. We know there's an L somewhere. There we go. Finished. All right. Not my greatest performance, but at least I didn't lose. Been a while since I played this game. But yeah, that was tough. We had virus and inbox and 6D, voila. None of these words were particularly easy. Let's put it that way. And I rejected 60 only because I thought we couldn't end in X, but we did end in X, so that was a mistake. All right, we're going to move on to Diffle here. I know it looks like a big white sea of white here. Unfortunately, I can't dark mode it. But Diffle is Wordle, kind of, but we don't know the length of the word. It could be any length. So I'm going to start with strongly. I don't know why. Okay, so what this is telling us is we actually got the correct first letter. Because we guessed S first, and S is first in our answer, not only is it green, but it has this border on the left telling us that, yes, we do start with S. Then the green T is telling me that T does go next in the sequence of letters I guessed. Kind of, there is a T after the S is kind of what we're thinking of. But it's not right next to the S because they're not connected. So we need something between the S and the T. RONY being gray means there's not in the word. And then G and L means that there is an L and a G in the word, but they're not in that order. The L has to come before the G. Now, all we know is we don't end in Y. We could end in the L or G. We just don't know. I'm wondering about an I. Oh, we can't do ing because there's no N. I was going to say ing. So this is what we know. We've got S, T, L, and G probably separated by letters because how do they go next to each other? And then other letters somewhere. So I need to think of something to guess here. It can be tough. I don't want to think of the word like catalog. That's not a word. Catalog is a word. That might not be bad to guess. Just guess catalog. I mean, we know there's no O, but it'll tell us about stuff. Like, it'll, I don't actually like that very much. I could do like, so I think this yellow L means it can't be before the T. I'm not sure about that. The coloring has always confused me a little bit, to be honest, but it tends to work out. Otherwise, I was going to say like something like S, P, L or something. Spatlag. Settle. I'm going to guess settling. I know it can't be, but I got to guess something. All right, so we know there's an LI connected to each other. This T is now yellow. Why? Okay, so we're going S, L, I, and then a T, and then where there's a G, but we don't end in G, which is interesting. Slit. Maybe split. I'm going to guess splitting. I know it can't be. I'm going to guess splitting. So now the L, I, and T are in the correct order, and the G is now yellow. Okay, do we end in like L, I, G, H, T? Like sunlight? I'm going to guess sunlight. I know there's no N. Okay, so we do end in light. The word ends in light. But I think this means there's another T between this S and light, just because I think it's, I was going to say satellite. That's how you spell satellite. Because I don't know why this T would be green otherwise. So I think that means there's more than one T. Really confusing. What ends in light that starts with S? With a T somewhere, but not right after the S? Could it be like sit light, sat light? Sat light. We have A's left. We could reuse the I. What does this? We could end in like flight or blight or something like that. Sat flight, sit flight. Sit of. Huh. I'm gonna guess stoplight. I don't know if that even helps, but why? Oh, the T is gray now, so there isn't another T. I don't know why this T was green then. Confusing to me because the T's only at the end. Okay, so now I don't have to actually use that T. That helps. So I clearly don't understand these cluings. So something that starts with S and ends with light. Oh, is it just slight? It's just slight. Oh, okay. See, I thought I needed that T, and that's what confused me. All right, 6 words, 48 letters. Not a great result there, but that was tough. An ite trap word in Diffle. All right, now we're going to do Symble here. And I think this is going to be our last game. I'll start with Blaze as usual. All right, so this is another reason we like starting with uncommon letters like Blaze, which is that we have a symbol on top of the Z. Normally, we'd have to decode whether this is yellow or green. Like, do we have a Z in place or is something else in that slot, the B, L, A, or E? But we're going to just assume there's no Z in the answer, which does bite us sometimes, but we figure that out pretty quickly. So I'm going to assume that we actually are like an ER word. I'm going to guess timer. Okay, so E is not fourth. Something else is fourth. And we know we're not doing IMZ, so these aren't the greens. These are the yellows. So I'm thinking R second, then an I, and then maybe an L. We could guess grill. All right, we do end in ILL, but the R isn't second, which is really interesting. So the second letter is going to be a T or an M, so it's still. Nice. All right, that was really quick. Cool. Well, you know what? I think I could do one more game. So we're going to do that. All right, so this is FoxiMax. similar to like Hangman, Wheel of Fortune, but you know, there's always a twist on these. So we need to guess a letter, and if it's in our word, it reveals it everywhere that it's in the word. If it's not in the word, then it gives us another word, and now we have to guess. We have to fill 2 words. They're random. And if I think if we have 8 words and we get one wrong, then we lose. And the idea is to get it in as fewest words revealed as possible. It is very gambly, though. I'm going to start with E, the most common letter. E was incorrect. So the only reason this is gray is it's reminding me that E was one of the words that revealed a word. But now anywhere there's an E, no matter what, I'm going to get it. I'd never have to guess it again. Let's actually go for T now. There is a T in the top word. I'm going to do an R as well. No R's. Okay. How about an L? Okay, I'm thinking, well, we don't end in E, actually. So maybe we end in, do we end in H or an S? Actually, let's go for S. There are plurals. There's an S, but not there. Is this ILL? Let's find out. It is ILL. So it could be grill, drill, frill. So we don't know what that is. What is this top word? Maybe we'll try an A in the middle. Try an O. Okay. It could be cloth. It is cloth. Okay. And then this is, it's not chase. We already tried C. Phase. Oh, and so now we have like a 1 in 3 or worse chance of getting this right. Drill, frill, or grill. Grill is the first I thought of. Let's go G. I did it. Nice. All right. 3 is really good in FoxiMax, and I got super lucky, but there we go. All right. Well, those are going to be the games for today. Hope you enjoyed them, and let me know how you did.